Okay, I'm going to open the Board of Selectmen meeting for Tuesday, January 9th, 2024. Time is 5:33. This meeting is being recorded by Area 58. If you guys don't mind and stand and do the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, a little explainer. Our chair, John Bruno, is running late. He's battling Boston traffic. We do have a quorum here, so we're going to proceed. And I'll just jump into what we're going to be doing here. We're going to start an executive session. So I'll read the following. The board is going to open a public session and then vote to enter into executive session in the town administrator's office pursuant to Mass General Law, Chapter 30A, Section 21. The selectmen will discuss the following. Pursuant to Mass General Law, Chapter 38, Section 21A1, to discuss the reputation, character, physical condition, or mental health, rather than professional competence of an individual, or to discuss the discipline or dismissal of, or complaints or charges brought against a public officer, employee, staff member, or individual. We will also be discussing, pursuant to Mass General Law, Chapter 30A, Section 21A2, to conduct strategy sessions in preparation for negotiations with non-union personnel, or to conduct collective bargaining sessions or contract negotiations with non-union personnel. We are hoping to reconvene an open session at about 6 o'clock. Can I take a motion to go into executive session?
Take that motion.
All right, I will second it. We'll take a roll call vote. Naja?
Yes.
Myself is a yes. So we were entering executive session. Hopefully see you guys in about a half hour. We're going to jump back in. It is 6:25. We're back in open session here. We're going to continue with our selectmen meeting. And we're going to just jump around a little bit, if you guys don't mind. I would like to skip down, if we could, to C, which is Building Department Affidavit in lieu of Certified Site or Plot Plan. We have Ed Bailey, our building inspector, here. Ed, we want to kind of go over what you're proposing here? Is there a microphone for the crowd? I know.
Yeah,
Sure, you sit right there. Yeah, all right, yeah. Go ahead, speak loudly so the crowd can hear you.
So essentially what I'm proposing is just an affidavit for structures, buildings, additions, etc. That'll be under 500 square feet. Site plans are expensive. Usually on these smaller projects, it becomes a limiting factor for what people can do. So this allows them to self-certify their setbacks so that they meet their zoning. They have to get them notarized. And there is a portion in here that says, obviously, if we find something to be incorrect with it, it is at your expense that the item will get removed. We put this in about a year ago in Dartmouth to kind of alleviate some of the financial burden for townsfolk. Everyone thus far has seemed to like it, appreciate it, and abide by the rules that go along with it. We haven't had to remove anything yet. It's only been a year, but thus far it's worked out, rather nicely.
So I think, I've read over it, I think it's a great idea that, I think if I'm reading it correctly, it helps the residents that are doing the smaller projects as far as the cost savings, and it also insulates the town to essentially tell the resident, hey, you're on the hook to make sure that this is properly with your property lines, and if anything is not up to code, down the road, you are on the hook to remedy the situation.
Correct.
So
anything under 500 square feet.
Anything under 500 square feet, or I did change one thing on this one that we didn't have in Dartmouth was the above ground pools.
Okay.
They seem to be pretty easily removable.
Mm-hmm.
But we'd have a lot of pools in Dartmouth that would go in, they'd be just over the 500 foot mark, and now somebody has to go pay $2,000 to get a plot plan or a site
on
plan
a pool
to put this pool in,
Yeah.
Essentially doubling their cost.
yeah,
Okay.
I think it's great.
No, I think it's definitely a good idea.
Awesome. Anything, Naj?
No, I think that's a great idea. I think that will definitely alleviate and help out the town people.
All right, Cody, how do we want to word this on the motion?
I think if you just vote to approve the affidavit in lieu of certified site or plot plan. Ed, when do you want to start this? You want immediately?
I mean, we can make it effective immediately, we can go February 1st, whatever's easiest. Obviously, I'd rather see it put in as quick as possible, because it gives us a policy that
Mhm.
hasn't been in play, and I don't really know what they've been doing as far as
Yeah.
when, where, or how it's been asked for,
Mhm.
but this at least gives us a starting point for it.
So I would say your motion could be to approve the affidavit in lieu of certified site or plot plan effective immediately, as presented.
Okay. Naj, I'll entertain that. You wanna make that
Yeah.
motion?
Uh,
So moved?
yes,
Good. All right. And I will second it, and I will take a vote. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Passes unanimously. All right, thank you, Ed, I appreciate it.
Thank you, Ed.
Thanks.
Appreciate that.
All right, we're gonna go back to our approval of selectmen minutes. Naja, you wanna take over on those?
Alright, so it appears that, so the regular session for November 15th and December 5th, Marjorie has to abstain from,
Yep.
so
Okay.
I have to hold off on those, but,
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll move those to the next meeting, if that's okay, Pam?
Yep.
So you can just move the
Yep.
14th?
Move to affirm the approval of following warrants and commitments.
So you can do the regular session.
You want me to do the regular one? All right.
Yep.
Move to approve the final approval of selectmen minutes, regular session, December 14th, 2023.
Second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, opposed? Passes unanimously.
You get two of these? I move to affirm the approval of following warrants commitments, vendor warrant number 57, the $7,027.68, payroll warrant number 58, $454,335.01, vendor warrant number 59 for $72,737.30, withholding warrant number 60 for $154,592.26, school warrant number 61 for $429,803.80, ambulance commitment from 12/11/2023 to 12/17/2023 for $66,957.16.
All right, second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, opposed? Passes unanimous. Next.
I move to approve the following warrant commitment, vendor warrant number 62 for $2,149,566.80. Ambulance commitment from 12/18/2023 to 12/24/2023 for $23,917.08. Ambulance commitment from 12/25/2023 to 12/31/2023 for $23,640.25. Mobile home park fee number 1 for $5,160.
Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, opposed? Unanimous. All right, going down to discussions. We have vacation carryover request. Cody, you have information on that?
Yes, so the board did vote a policy on the vacation carryover request. This one is from Tom Schindler, carryover 40 hours. For the union that he's in, their contract requires if they want to carry over any time, they have to get approval from their department head and the Board of Selectmen. It's something we should probably change. It's just 40 hours. Most of the other contracts, they can just carry it over. So this isn't anything above and beyond. He's just requesting what's allowed in his contract.
Awesome, okay. I'll entertain a motion to approve the vacation carryover for 40 hours for Tom Schindler.
I will second.
All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Unanimous. All right, next up, we have contract with the Lakeville Animal Shelter.
So you may be aware that we bring our animals to the Lakeville Animal Shelter right now.
We do.
Our contract with them is up, so they did approve a new contract, the Lakeville Select Board. I attached a copy in your packet. The only change is they're asking each town to basically give $250 as a capital fee. They've made some upgrades to their shelter, so I mean, $250 seems very reasonable. And that's really it.
Awesome, yeah, we've been doing this for quite a while, if I remember. How does this, with our ACO now situation, are they in touch, Chief, with Lakeville and
Yeah,
they bring them over themselves?
yeah,
Okay,
yeah, they know, I mean, it's like, you know, they know each other and
awesome,
they're actually worked out really well with us.
awesome, okay. Want us to approve this one, Naj, you wanna take this one?
I'll approve the contract with Lakeville Animal Shelter.
All right, I will second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Unanimous.
So there's 2 copies here. If you both could just sign both copies.
All right.
All right, we've done building department affidavit. Let's go to the electricity aggregation update. This was some good stuff you were showing me, Cody.
Yeah, so probably in the spring, you may recall, we entered into a new contract with community electricity aggregation. Basically, it allows us to procure electricity for the town and our residents at a stable rate over, we did 26 months. The last contract was for 3 years. The Eversource rate or National Grid rate, that's the basic rate. It actually changes every 6 months. So it fluctuates. You may recall last winter it was over 30 cents per kilowatt hour, and we were at 10.7. So our residents saved significantly. So I just wanted to give the residents and the board an idea of what what the savings that we've been able to offer. Without us doing this, the residents wouldn't save this. So in your packet, you'll see for January, February, March of 2023, as a town, we saved our residents almost $1 million, $965,391.
Fantastic.
The quarter before that, so it would have been October, November, December of 2022,
Yeah.
the town saved $725,000. So you're talking over the last 5 quarters, we've saved the town over $2 million, and that's just over the last year and a half.
So let's say I'm Joe resident. How it's not too late to join, right?
So our program just changed in September. Unfortunately, there was an increase due to just the market demand of electricity has gone up significantly. So we are still cheaper than the National Grid rate. We are at 15.178 cents per kWh. The National Grid rate is, yes, exactly. So we're just a little bit under.
Yep.
But we are still cheaper. So if you want to join, we have it on our website. You can go on, fill out a page, fill out a form to sign up.
Sure.
There's also a phone number on the website you can call. If you were part of the previous program, you were automatically enrolled in this program. Most of the residents are. And anything you see from them that has been vetted by us will typically have the town seal on it. If it doesn't have the town seal on it, I would advise residents it probably has not been vetted by the town.
Gotcha. I don't know how far this goes back, Cody, but has there ever been a time when our rate has been higher than what the local suppliers are offering?
There probably was in 2019, 2020.
Okay.
There have been 1 or 2 quarters, but
the majority is
the majority of it's lower, and you're also part of the nice thing about this is you're paying for the consistency.
Sure.
So we're locked into a rate for 26 months.
Yep.
You know what your rate's going to be.
Yep.
Where with the National Grid rate, that changes. It's variable.
Right.
So there's some consistency. So if there's a given quarter or term where maybe our rate were to be a little bit higher than the National Grid rate, usually it offsets come the next change.
Yeah, we don't even have quarter 4 on this.
We do not. Those numbers haven't come in yet.
Yeah.
So it's usually about 3 months after the quarter ends is when we get those figures. But I'd like to do this regularly just to give an update. Like I said, you hear a lot of negative things on what the town does, but this is really a positive. $2 million for our residents is a lot of money that we've been able to save, and it's something that we've directly facilitated here.
That's fantastic.
Town.
No, well done. I love it. Awesome. Thank you. Let's jump down to the next one. And this is the Board of Selectmen discussion on the annual report. Now, this was something that Mr. Bruno wanted to put on our agenda, and I know because of traffic issues, he can't be here this evening. So I know we want to get this done, Cody, for town meeting to make sure we have it in the warrant. If we push this off to the next meeting, is that okay? As far as timeline goes, we have still plenty of time.
Yeah.
So, are you okay, Naja?
Yeah, that's fine.
Because I know this was John's baby, so I don't want to go over this without John here. So we'll push that over to the next meeting. All right, we have up next our town administrator annual review process.
So as part of my contract with the town, I am subject to an annual performance review. We have not yet vetted a process for that review. So I included in your packet a recommended process here. I think it's very objective. You'll see it lays out the rating scale, which is basically a 1 through 4. It establishes the goal. It's basically the main idea is it is off of the goals that we established, the board established for what you'd like to accomplish. So we're working with the same goals and then being evaluated on the same front. So you'll notice 1 through 5 are those goals that the board has adopted. 6 is any other accomplishments, projects, initiatives, so on and so forth. And then there's also a section that just goes over general areas of strength or challenge, productivity and thoroughness, and it has some sub areas there: communication and personal skills, leadership and managerial skills, and then a final rating. So this is just what I would recommend. I would say advise if the board is looking to adopt this, each member would fill out the evaluation. I would ask that you are thorough in it and provide thorough comments. And if you're going to provide a rating, to just provide comments on why you're providing that rating. Just so it's a good tool for me, so I can use over the next year to look at my strengths, my weaknesses, areas I need to improve on. And then we would you would submit each of those so I could review them, and then my final rating would be an average of all 3 of yours.
And we talked a little bit about timeline on this. I don't want to set a hard, fast deadline on when we have to do it, but essentially maybe by our next meeting.
Yeah, I think
Try
that
to
would be
get
good.
that
My contract says I'll have a review on my anniversary. My anniversary is next week, believe it or not, already.
Can't believe that.
So, but it's if we're able to do it for next meeting, great.
Okay.
If you're more comfortable pushing it off, we can.
Okay.
That's fine.
No, I think we should be able to get it done.
Yeah.
And much like I read through it, much like the stuff that you do, it's very thorough and very thought out. So I think it's a good process going forward. Naja, do you have any feedback on
I'd
it
like
as
a
well?
little more color into it.
Little color if you want to jazz it up a little bit.
Okay. Do you want a picture of me on it or?
Pie charts.
Top right
Yeah.
corner,
Okay, excellent.
2
I'd
inch
like-
by 2.
Some pie charts would be great. If we
Yeah.
could put
Well,
some
I
pie charts.
try
really
to
do.
print black and white, save
Save the town
cognizant
money.
of the town's
Oh,
budget.
brother.
So.
No, I do like how it's laid out. I was looking at it earlier. It'll definitely be easy to fill out and very right to the point, which is good. I like that. So-
Yeah.
Okay, so if you will vote to adopt the process,
Sure.
if that's done, I can then send each of you a Word copy of it so you can fill it right out on your computer, and
That's great.
we'll go from there.
All right, Naja, I will make a motion to entertain it. You want to make the motion?
I will second it.
Or you want to make it or second?
I'll
You make it.
motion. I'll motion.
All right, and I will
I'll
second.
To make it.
To approve the town
Approve this.
administrator. Annual
Annual
review process.
review process.
All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Unanimous. All right, updates on the following. Cody, take it away.
Our MBTA action plan, our consultant is going to be attending the zoning bylaw review committee meeting on the 16th to give an update on his analysis on how he feels we can come into compliance. Morse Brothers, we are in litigation with Morse Brothers. Morse Brothers did file an appeal on the permit that the Board of Selectmen issued. I can't go into more detail than that, but as soon as there's public information to release, we will certainly get that information out there. Training for boards and committees, I have no new updates. As far as staffing and operations, pretty status quo. We're still recruiting for a few positions, but we're moving forward and continuing to get things done, accomplished around town hall in the town.
Excellent.
Love it. That's great.
Awesome. All right. And then my little PSA, I know we're getting some weather this week, and this winter seems a little strange we get a lot of rain, not a lot of snow. So if any folks out there have some drains in front of their homes, just try and make sure that those are cleared off, so that we don't have any major water issues in town. So that's my little PSA for the night. All right, cool. Anything else to discuss? We're good, Naj?
Good.
We wrapped it up?
Sounds good.
Okay, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
We'll second that motion.
All right.
No, I won't. You said entertain, right?
Entertain.
I wasn't listening.
That's
I'll
okay.
make that.
And I will second it. 6:42, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Unanimous. Thank you.